used to believe my life was perfect, or at least I wanted everyone to think it was. As I scrolled through my social media feed, I couldn't help but feel a pang of envy at the glamorous lives my friends seemed to lead. Their trips, their parties, their flawless outfits, it all looked so effortless. Meanwhile, my apartment was filled with unpaid bills and remnants of half-eaten takeout. The pressure to keep up was suffocating. At work, I'd laugh along with my colleagues as they shared stories about their luxurious vacations, all the while feeling more and more like an outsider. It wasn't long before I decided I needed to borrow some sparkle to fit in. I called my friend Mia and begged her to lend me her stunning jewelry and designer bag for an upcoming social gathering. She hesitated but eventually agreed, and as I adorned myself with her beautiful pieces, I felt a rush of confidence. I was finally ready to shine. At the party, I felt invincible until I didn't. The laughter and music faded when I realized my bag was missing. Panic set in as I frantically searched through the crowd, my heart racing. The party that had once felt like my moment quickly became my nightmare. I discovered that my borrowed treasures had been stolen. Sitting on a bench outside, I felt crushed. I would have to use my entire 2 years' worth of savings to replace what had been taken. Tears streamed down my face as I explained to my friend what had happened. I had tried so hard to portray a life I didn't have, and now I was left with nothing but regret. That night, I sank into the couch, watching a documentary about authenticity and self-acceptance. I realized I had been living a facade, hiding behind borrowed things and superficial connections. I wanted more than just to be seen. I wanted to be real. Determined to change, I typed up a post on social media, sharing my experience and my true self for the first time. I wrote about the pressures I felt and how I had lost sight of what truly mattered. I hit send, heart racing. Slowly, I began to rebuild my life, not through borrowed glitz, but by surrounding myself with genuine people. I found joy in simple moments, sharing laughter over coffee with friends who accepted me as I was. One day, I stood in front of a small community gathering, sharing my story of vulnerability and growth. It felt liberating. No longer did I seek validation through material things. I smiled at my reflection in the mirror afterward, realizing that I was enough just as I was, free from the burden of a facade.